Hello everyone and welcome back to my Let's Play series, yet another with episode number 12 already. So we are progressing quite far, and as you can see in the back already, the deep hole is expanding a little bit. But today we actually will focusing on getting our first start for the first real mega farm, which is actually going to be a iron golem farm. But since this one will take a lot of villagers, since I want to do a peaceful iron golem farm where we do not need to capture any zombies or something like that, I actually need 5 villagers for each spawning chamber. And therefore, in today's episode, we are going to build a villager breeder. So let me quickly go down to the few villagers I already collected for myself here. And since there are already 5 villagers, they also spawned already an iron golem. So the concept is working for later on. What we actually will do today is a very common design on the villager breeder. I don't know whether there is someone who is the founder of these, but actually it's quite easy to build. For building blocks, we only need very basic items, a few glass blocks, then a few building blocks. We will need dirt, and also you will need a hoe to actually, to make a farmland out of the dirt. You will compost at least once. You will need at least 2 trapdoors, a few water buckets, and a few rails to also bring your villagers in place. Actually, we only need 2 villagers for the actual spawning, for the actual farm to work. And also we will need 4 beds. So that's one thing which we shall not forget. So first thing would be to build a platform somewhere in the air, which is then going to be 9 by 9 with a block in the middle where you will place water, and on top of the water you will need to place a composter. Then the next thing would be to actually get carrots, which we can then plant on the actual field. And I actually do have some carrots in the back here, and there is no need to fill the field completely, since the villagers actually will do the work for you once they are in there. So with this, I'm just planting a few carrots here and there, just to make sure that we can actually set them good to go in the first place. Then for the next step is we actually need to build a chamber around our actual farm so that the villagers don't fall out, and we also need to add a roof onto it so that we actually can make sure that our villagers also will be safe in the long run. For example, if there is some thunderstorms going to occur that actually are not going to be hit by any lightning and therefore won't be killed or burned or something like that. So I'm going to quickly build a short wall around this chamber, and we see us back in. So with this actually the breeding chamber is completed, and now we need to get 2 villagers into this breeder up here. And there are actually 2 ways how you can potentially do this. The one thing would be by boats, and the other thing would be by minecarts. And I will actually choose the minecart way to do this, and therefore I firstly need some minecarts. Now I am 2 minecarts richer, and we actually only need to bring the villagers up in the chamber. Therefore I have also built a small little roller coaster here, which hopefully will be sufficient. And therefore if I send the villagers loose, they will be popping into the actual farm up there. We only need to break the actual minecart, and you will see one of them will become a farmer right away, and therefore he will supply the villagers in here. Now the only thing we need to actually do is create the chamber where we will catch our villagers and also the bats, so that actually the villagers are going to start to breed. First off, we need our trapdoors for this one, since that will actually be the exit for our villagers. And also, so that I don't forget it, we will also need our water buckets. And we will need actually 2 water buckets, so it's good to have them on our hands right away. Then we actually need to open up a gate, and this one we actually will do on the middle of the farm, and therefore I will firstly place a trapdoor down here and then another one here, and we will also make sure this one is placed wrongly. It needs to be 1 block higher actually, so that it actually blocks the exit, so to say. Let me just quickly remove it again. And perhaps if I don't fall down too often, also building this farm will work a little bit faster. So now placing one up here. And actually with this we have the drop-off station already completed. So one thing we just need to add here is the actual area where we are going to place the beds. And as already said before, we will actually need 4 beds. So we will place 3 right here next to each other. 1, 2, and the 3rd one, and the 4th one will be placed here. And now, once we have a baby villager at night, they will try to go to sleep. Therefore walk into this chamber here, fall down into this hole, since I think they can walk onto the trapdoor. And actually with their trapdoor on top, we prevent the villagers being able to walk into that. So now we only need to create our collection system, which is quite easy, and I will show it to you in a second. One thing which just happened to me and also might happen to you is that actually if you place the bed too close to the entrance of the farm, actually the villagers will be able to get into the bed, and therefore in the morning they will be able to leave your villager breeder. And somehow I can't get up there, I'm a little bit too clumsy now. So make sure to place the beds at least 1 block further away from the farm, so that you have it in a position like I have currently right now, and we will shortly see whether they will be able to get out. Also, as you can see, the basic collection system below is very easy to be constructed. So it really is just a water stream down here where the baby villagers will drop in. They will follow the stream downwards, and there, once they grow up, they will be in the water up here, and therefore they will swim upwards and be dragged forwards, and here we can make our collection system. So I will just wait a few days until actually all of the carrots are grown here fully, and once we have it like that, we will make a little bit of a time lapse to see how well the farm actually works. Also, while we are testing now, one thing I actually can see already is that I have missed one crucial part, and therefore I will quickly go to sleep. And this is actually the lighting in the spawner itself. And therefore I will shortly get, I think I have a shroom light over there, so that we actually can prevent hostile mobs to spawn like that. And we also make sure that they will have a sufficient lighting in here. As we can already see down there in the collection system already, one villager is trapped, and I'm just waiting for the villager to grow up. And hopefully once that villager has grown up, we will actually see if the farm is working as intended. Now the villager actually has grown up, and we can see that the collection system is not working properly, and that's the reason why it's always good to test your ideas before trying them out. And I think I just need to break this one block here, yes. And I probably will need to place a trapdoor here, right where the villager is jumping up and down currently, so I will punch him slightly in there. And then for here, I think I'm just going to place back the block again. And I would assume that this now actually should work, and we will actually see it later on. One other thing which you could clearly see is that the villager actually did not breed so far. And this is due to the fact that actually I hope that we don't have too many potatoes in here, because the potatoes do not work. And also we currently do have not enough carrots in here. So we actually need to wait until all of this is filled up with carrots, and then we will actually see whether the breeding will work. Also, as you have probably seen, I built a little bit off-centered. And this is due to the fact because the villagers will produce 2 to 5 villagers, one villager every 2 to 5 minutes, and which is a little bit slow for my iron farm, which I'm going to plan, and therefore I'm going to mirror this farm to the place over right here, so that we can have it very symmetrically. And also the collection system will then be followed in the back here, so that we also get a little bit more distance between the villager collection system and the villager farm. Yeah. So let me just quickly do that, and I will cut back once it is finished. And as you can see now, the farm has been copied over again, so now we have it actually in place twice. And as you can already also see, I have extended the villager collection system with a small lopsided water stream here, so that they will actually get collected in the corner. And below it we have our pickup system with a minecart in place. Also, the system is now working better on the other side, since most of the carrots now start to be fully grown. Sure, on the left hand side we have only a few carrots in place currently, and therefore we will actually need to get a few villagers in, so that they will cultivate the land for us. So now trying out the pickup system, I've linked it up to the farm, and hopefully it works all quite nice, as it should. And yes, the first villager is on its way, and I'm going to send over a second one, and here he comes. And now we actually can shut it off again, get the villagers out of their beautiful minecarts. So, one is out. Second one is out. Sorry, did not mean to hit you. I'm very sorry. So just hoping that one of them actually takes the farmer trade, which he hopefully should soon. It's still a little bit weird, perhaps because of the shroom light. Could you please become a farmer? Here. Doesn't this one look nice? Being a farmer, cultivating land. I think I just give them a second or two, and hopefully they will become, one of them will become a farmer soon. After a few seconds now, also the other villager has taken on the job as a farmer. And therefore our double villager breeder system actually is elaborated and in place. Perhaps I will change a little bit on the outside so that it looks a little bit nicer, but to be honest, for the time being, that's actually all I needed and it's quite good to go, and it will set us off for a really good start for our peaceful iron golem farm. So if you made it so far, thanks so much already for watching, and if you could leave a like or a comment, it would really mean a lot to me. And also, if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing, because I will for sure try to improve in the future and bring a lot more interesting content like this, and also bigger farms. And therefore I would now shortly show you the progress of the current dig site. So the main hole here got expanded a little bit, so it's actually a little bit bigger down here, as you can see, but also not too far yet, to be honest. And also I have started digging another hole here on the side, so that we actually can I want to start now creating the holes from the side. And I will actually also try to flatten out and dig down all of this first quarter section here. So hopefully this one will be done by end of next week, but I don't want to promise too much, to be honest. Also, another thing which I'm going to be working on a little bit is a Fungus Farm here, right next to our current sheep and cow farm, but that's a thing for the future, and also which one I would like to make a lot nicer in the long run at some point. So thanks so much everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did so, tell me what you liked. If you did not, please tell me what I can improve on. And besides that, I wish you all a great day, and we see us in the next episode. Bye!